Are you moving to the Atlanta area and you're looking for a neighborhood that's in town, that's around things to do, won't blow the budget, and you have all the daily shopping needs basically in your backyard? Well, if so, then you might want to consider the neighborhood of Edgewood. And I'm going to show you around this neighborhood today, show you all the shopping that's around here. So stay tuned for all of that. Let's get into talking all about living in Edgewood right now. Hey guys, my name is Molly and welcome to my channel. If you are new or returning and have not subscribed to my channel, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, give me a like, and hit that bell if you want to be notified when I do post another video about another neighborhood here in the Atlanta area. But you guys, I am your walking, talking tour guide of all things here in the Atlanta area, and I just want to really point out different neighborhoods to you that fit your lifestyle and your budget, so you can find one that might be suitable for you. And you guys, I love helping you out, especially all of you that are moving from out of state or just out of town and you're really not for sure where to live. Hit me up. I love hearing from you guys and helping you out. You can shoot me a text, give me a call, send me an email. All my contact information is below. But let's get started. You know, I'm just going to jump right into it. We are in the Edgewood Retail District, and really this is a very big shopping area for a lot of the residents that live in neighboring neighborhoods, because there's just not a lot of these around in the Intown area. So, you know, I live in Virginia Highland. I come here all the time to hit up Target. I mentioned the Edgewood Retail Shopping District a lot in all of my other neighborhood vlog tours. So this is just a big area with like a Target. You've got the Bed Bath & Beyond. There's a Kroger behind me. There's a pet store. There's a Lowe's. So I'm going to show you a couple of those things real quick. And yeah, they actually had a Barnes & Noble's right there, but it's apparently closed now. But honestly, I don't really know how bookstores survive anymore these days anyway, so I'm really not for sure what's going to be going in there next. But yeah, this is definitely a popular place to come and do all of your daily shopping needs. I will warn you though, if you come here on the weekend, the parking lot is a mess. It's packed, so if you can avoid it, just don't come here on the weekend and get your shopping done during the week. But let's go check out the Edgewood Shopping District. So yeah, Target is basically my second home. I don't know how many of you are Target fans, but this is a very, I guess, like one of the closest options for a Target in the Intown area. Otherwise you have to get up into the Buckhead area. And another thing I'll point out is right behind me. So these are some condos. They're actually loft style. They're called the Shoe Factory lofts. And you can get a one bedroom here around the 300K mark, roughly, give or take. But would it not be dangerous to live right by a Target? I think so. So the Edgewood Shopping Center is right off of Moreland Avenue. Now Moreland is a very, very busy road, and this road gets really backed up. You can see cars here at the stoplight. You can see them coming the other way, but yeah, this road backs up, like especially on the weekend. So just be prepared to wait a little bit, have some patience. And yeah, if you're looking at homes on Moreland, just know it's a very, very busy area. So if you don't like living on a busy road, do not choose Moreland. See, there's kind of a collection of restaurants, you know, places to get your phone service, to getting your hair cut. And, you know, there are some restaurants here, but they're just kind of like simple, easy, quick, you know, to go places. But I am standing outside the Beehive, which is kind of a cute little shop. It features a lot of local artists who are selling their crafts. So you can get anything from t-shirts to tea towels to jewelry to stationery, that kind of stuff. So this is a really cute shop if you're looking for a unique gift that's local here in the Atlanta area. right behind the Lowe's and roughly the Target area, and there's actually some, there's actually some residence for senior citizens right here, some apartments, and then I wanted to walk just up the block. There are a set of townhomes. These are a little bit older. I sold one not too long ago, probably in the last couple of years, and these have a rooftop deck, and they're generally a 3-bedroom, 3.5 bath, and they're going now for like the upper 500s. When I listed mine, the value over there here was probably only like $475, $480, and just within a year and a half, the values have increased that much. So just wanted to give you a peek of a townhome option. There are a lot of new townhome complexes popping up in the Edgewood area. This is probably one of the older ones, but still in very good condition. So you can see kind of the row of the townhomes, and there's even a little dog park at the end of this complex. But I'm going to throw up a couple of pictures of the listing I had here so you can kind of get a feel for the space. Now there are other ones that are a little bit more updated than this, but you can kind of see the overall layout. So on the very top floor, you have like either a bonus room or another bedroom and that walkout deck rooftop terrace area, which is pretty cool. And you're overlooking the Lowe's rooftop, which is a little funny, but you actually get a great view of the Midtown downtown area. I'm over at Walker Park. This is the only park that is in the Edgewood neighborhood. Now there's some other parks very close by in Edgewood. Over in Kirkwood, there's the Cohen Park, which is just basically on the borderline, so you could always hop over there for a different park. But this park, it's got some cute playground equipment. We actually bring our kids here every once in a while because they like playing on this playground equipment. And there's one thing in particular, we call it the elevator. You get on it and it goes down real slowly. My kids love it. But this park, there's no one here right now because it's around 11 o'clock. Kids are in school. But besides just the playground, they have this huge open field. So on the weekends, I've seen people playing ultimate frisbee here. They'll do soccer over here. And then at the very far end, there is like a roller rink for hockey. And then there's also some fences in there to let your dog run around without a leash. So a great green space. I've seen people here all the time for birthday parties, and there's picnic tables. There's even like a little community garden. So this park is located just off of I-20. So you do hear the traffic noise a lot. And that's one thing I will mention, that if you are looking for a home that is right next to I-20, usually those are attractive because the price is a little bit cheaper, and that's the catch. It's right by I-20. And I don't know if you can hear it in this video or not, but it's relatively loud. You can hear it. So that noise may not be for everybody, but if you can put up with a little bit of traffic noise, you could probably snatch up a pretty good home at a decent price in the Edgewood area. I should probably take a second and point out where Edgewood exactly is in reference to Atlanta. So I'm going to put up a couple of maps here. The first one is just going to show you how far Atlanta is from the center of the downtown area. It's about 3 miles away, so it's really not that far. You have really quick access to I-20, and Edgewood borders the neighborhoods of Candler Park, Kirkwood, East Atlanta, and then Reynoldstown. So that's where Edgewood is located, and you can get around to a lot of other fun neighborhoods relatively very quickly. I'd say your only bottleneck with Edgewood, or my only complaint with Edgewood, is you have to use Moreland a lot. I mean, you can cut through some of the back roads and work your way around, but Moreland is generally your quickest way, but on certain times of the day, it can actually get really, really backed up and can be very, very painful to get through. As far as drive times of getting around the city, so to get to the airport, you're looking about 20 minutes. If you're wanting to get over to Midtown or the downtown area, about 12 to 15 minutes. Emory is about the same, about 12 to 15 minutes. In Buckhead, 22 minutes on a good day. Now, it's always easier going up to Buckhead, but when you're coming back down from Buckhead at the 4 or 5 o'clock hour, it's going to take you a lot longer. I would say 35, 40 minutes. It's pretty painful, but there's your drive times. And as far as schools that are zoned to the Edgewood area, so for elementary, you have the Toomer Elementary School. For the middle school, you have the Martin Luther King Jr., and then the high school is the Maynard Jackson High School. And these are all ranked kind of in the average range. I always suggest to do a little research on the schools to see if it's going to fit what you are looking for in terms of meeting your school needs. But those are the schools zoned to the Edgewood area. Now, as far as price points, I opened up my video and said that Edgewood is a little bit more affordable. And frankly, compared to a lot of the other in-town neighborhoods in the Atlanta area, yes, it is a little bit more affordable. Edgewood, I feel like, has always been one of the last neighborhoods to kind of transition over. It's taken a little bit longer, but I am seeing more and more new construction popping up, especially townhomes in this area. A lot of single family homes too, but generally speaking, in the Edgewood area, you're going to find a lot of craftsman bungalows. Now, there are a lot of new modern homes that are popping up at a pretty good price point too. I'd say in the $700,000 to $800,000 range. But you're going to find a mix of, your single family homes, your townhomes, and even lofts and condos. There's quite a few loft complexes like La France lofts, the Shoe Factory lofts, which I pointed out right by the Target. There's also the Arizona lofts, although some people will probably argue that belongs to Kirkwood, but it's right on the borderline. So you have a lot of different living options here in the Edgewood area. And the median sales price for a single family home currently in Edgewood is $552,000, which, compared to many of its other neighbors in the area, it's a lot higher. So pretty good price point here for a townhome. Median sales price is $500,000. Now, this price for a townhome is relatively higher because so much new construction has been popping up in the neighborhood. So new construction just always costs a little bit more. And then for a condo, the median sales price is $330,000. So a lot of price ranges, and I'm going to show you some home examples here in just a little bit so you can kind of get an idea of what you would get here in this neighborhood. But I think you'll be surprised at the range and style of homes that you can get in the Edgewood area. Well, since nobody is looking, I'm going down. All right, a neighborhood gym. This one's a secret, don't tell everybody, but Edgewood has one Mexican restaurant in particular that is really good. Edgewood doesn't have a lot of restaurants, and this one is kind of a hidden secret. It's along Arkwright and Whitford Road, and this is it. It's called El Tesoro. Come here, grab a margarita. I've had a couple of margaritas here, and they're so good. They are gearing up for Cinco de Mayo. That's actually tomorrow. So don't be fooled. This is right before lunchtime, but this place is going to be packed on the weekends. Anytime the weather's good or for like Cinco de Mayo, this place is going to be filled, but this has a great, huge patio space, some great Mexican food. And if you just kind of want to get a shot, like you've got these apartments behind here. These used to actually be kind of an eyesore. They fixed them up, and so they look like they've gotten some fresh paint on the exterior, maybe something, some remodel in the interior as well. But you can walk up, order your food here, and then just go relax on this patio, which is amazing. One other neighborhood gym in Edgewood is this Chop Shop. It's just a local butcher shop that you can get some fresh meats. They have a little bit of produce and some spices, that kind of thing. But man, one of their workers is out there grilling on the big green egg right now. It smells so good. But this is right along Memorial Avenue, which is a very busy road. This will take you all the way over to Moreland, and you can hop onto I-20. And if you go back this way, you can take it over into the Kirkwood area, East Lake area. So it is a very fast moving street. So again, if you're looking for homes and it's on Memorial Avenue, just know that you're going to encounter a lot of traffic noise. All right, so I'm walking down a typical street in the Edgewood neighborhood, and I'm gonna be walking over to one of my first home examples. But I will say, so in Edgewood, if you're looking for a neighborhood where every yard is picture perfect and they all are well maintained, you're probably not gonna find that here in Edgewood. You're gonna get a mix of some homes really well taken care of next to a home where the yard really needs help and sometimes trash laying outside. But like this home, super cute little bungalow, looks like it's coming soon. They got that one ready to go. And then we're coming up to another house. It looks actually well maintained. It's just kind of a out there color. It's purple. So we got some trash there on the side, although it is trash day, so I'm sure they were intending for the garbage men to pick it up. But I'm going to show you a couple of examples here coming up. Some homes are still in disrepair. In Edgewood, there's a lot of families that have been living in this neighborhood for generations. So you can imagine, if they've owned a home for 20, 30 years, it's probably not going to be updated. So, here's a couple of examples of, some older bungalows that probably could use some work and some help. But so if you're looking for super cohesive look, Edgewood is not the place for you, but I'm coming up to a home example, very cute bungalow style. This home sold for $650,000. It was a 3-2, so let me just turn around. It's roughly 1,400 square feet, and it has a very open living space area. It had marble countertops, like a dark hardwood flooring. They really styled it well, and the bathroom was fully renovated. And there's a little backyard, but very cute home. You can see right across the street from it, another cute renovated bungalow with a nice porch. And I would say a lot of the streets are gonna be pretty quiet. Not all the streets will have sidewalks, so it just really varies on what street you're on. And you're not too far from, this is probably just a couple blocks down from Moreland, and so you could get over to shopping pretty quickly. It is trash day here, so I am smelling the trash can. So I think I'm going to get out of here and go show you some more homes. If you're looking for a newer townhome option in Edgewood, then you might want to check out the Oxley. It's right across from the Kroger grocery store and literally like a block down from Moreland, so you can hit that and get on your day, get over to I-20 or go up north. But these range around in between the 500 and 600K range. There's, as far as amenities around here, it looks like it's just kind of like this hangout space. It's got like a little fire pit. You can play some cornhole. So cute little green space. You can let your dog run around. It's all fenced in. So the Oxley. So I'm standing outside. It used to be the Whitford Elementary School, and that shut down, and now there is a Whitford Young Elementary daycare right here. So if you're looking for a daycare, this might be a good option. It looks like it has pretty good ratings. It's located right off of Whitford and Hosea L. Williams. And I wanted to point out here, let me just walk up the block on the corner. On Hosea and Williams, there is a bike lane. Now it kind of stops right here at this corner, but you could take this bike lane on Hosea and ride over into downtown Kirkwood for some more restaurants. So if you haven't watched my Kirkwood vlog tour, just go check that out. But this is the intersection right here. Let me go across the street and I'll show you a better view of the bike lane. Actually, never mind, the bike lane is on both sides. It just wasn't painted very well, so I didn't see it right away. But bike lane on both sides, but it kind of just stops right here at the intersection of Whitford and Hosea. But yeah, you could take this all the way over into Kirkwood, go grab a bite to eat or something to drink, and hop on your bike and ride back home. One thing I should mention, if you're wondering, is the Beltline close to the Edgewood neighborhood? Well, not exactly. So I mapped it out. So if you start your starting point at Target and make your way over across from Moreland over into Reynoldstown, you could hit the Beltline in about 0.8 miles. So it's not out of reach, but you definitely have to cross over that busy Moreland Avenue. And if you live clear on the eastern side of the community, it's going to definitely take you a little bit longer, but maybe with those bike paths, you can kind of meander your way over there and it won't take too long. But I wanted to show you a couple examples of some modern homes, like this one behind me. It's a nice one. And then I've got one here on the other side. So definitely a lot of modern homes like this popping up in the neighborhood, and they'll be right next to, you can see, like, here's a bungalow right beside me here, cute little bungalow on the other side of this other modern. So yeah, you're gonna get a lot, like I said, a mix here in the Edgewood area. I'm gonna walk down just about a block and I'm gonna show you the Edgewood Community Garden. This is the community garden. It's definitely changed over the years. When I remember checking this place out a while ago, and they didn't have like the community house that they have now, and it's been built up really nicely. And they even have like a little chicken coop. Apparently the chickens are taking a field trip out of school right now, so they're not here, but there's little areas for a garden and just a place to hang and a little bit of playground equipment. But now I'm going to walk you over to a couple more home examples. And one thing I wanted to point out, you see this mural here, there's a picture of an owl. Word is that there's quite a few neighborhood owls in the area, so if you live here you might hear some owls hooting in the evening hours. But I'm going to walk over now and show you a couple of home examples just down the street. All right, coming up on another home example for you. Now, I would say like a fixer-upper in this neighborhood is going to be in the high 3s or the low 4s. You can find sometimes a home in the 400s that's pretty cute inside, but it's just going to be smaller square footage, or maybe a 2-bedroom, 2-bath instead of a 3-bedroom. But this home example, this is one of the cheaper home options in the neighborhood. Cheaper, you know, but it's a 3-2. This sold for $506,000. It was just under 1,500 square feet, and it had a very open floor plan. There was hardwoods on the main floors and carpet in the bedrooms, granite countertops, but very well done inside, and it has a cute backyard. And that is one thing in the Edgewood area, you're going to find pretty decent sized yards. So if you're wanting a yard, it's definitely doable in this neighborhood. Now, I'm standing right behind some new townhomes that just got built. They were built in 2021. I'm not for sure if there's any more still for sale, but these range anywhere from the high 3s to the 500s, and they're anywhere from a 2-2 that's just over 1,000 square feet to a 3-bedroom, 3-bath that's more in the 1,500 square foot range. So definitely another option for you if you're looking for just a smaller space that's a little bit more affordable. And now I'm going to walk down and show you, because it's on the same street, one of the more expensive homes that has sold in this neighborhood. And as I'm walking there, I'm going to show you a very interesting house. And I will say, walking down the street probably 4 or 5 years ago, I probably would have just stayed in my car and not been outside, because it was a little bit more rougher, people hanging out. There were some bad things going on, but we still, like I said, there's going to be some of those neighbors that do not like a gentrification happening in their neighborhood, like this home right here. Yeah, they are just holding out and making their home very obnoxious looking. But let me go and show you now this brand new build that sold in the 900s. All right, so this is one of the more expensive homes that you'll find in the Edgewood area. This is a 5-bedroom, 4-bath, 3,600 square feet, has a 2-car garage, built in 2022, and it sold for $925,000. It has a very open floor plan, very light kitchen cabinetry, big island, a large primary suite. So you get a ton of space over here. And yeah, so this is one of the more expensive homes that has sold just recently. And you can see just 1, 2 homes down, you got the interesting gentrification home, or anti-gentrification, but that's just Edgewood for you. It's going to be a little bit of mix of everything. And I don't know if you can tell, but there is this giant hill right here. So I would say a lot of Edgewood is pretty flat, but there are a couple of streets where you do get some rolling hills. Whew, you guys, it feels like it just went from spring to summer. I am sweating today, but okay, I'm gonna go drive around this neighborhood, and so you can really get a flavor of the type of homes that you'll find here. And I think you'll see that it's definitely a mixed bag of new and old, and some that are well kept and others that aren't. So just sit back, hang out, and enjoy the ride. I mention that Edgewood, at the very northern end of the neighborhood, there is a Marta station, so you can park there. There's a parking garage, and honestly, like, I'm standing right here where you can enter the Marta station between these buildings, and all of this is very new. Like, now I can't even remember what used to be here before all of this, but you got some apartment complexes on this side and over here on the other side of this building. It looks like there's some kind of dance studio right here. And then I don't know about this yet. It says coming soon, Epic Sandwiches. Don't know what it is, but it sounds amazing. So anyway, you do have the Marta station right here at the northern end of the neighborhood, just along DeKalb Avenue. But you guys, I hope you like this tour of the Edgewood neighborhood. I hope you got a feel for what you can expect in the area. And I think one great thing about Edgewood is just that you can get a little bit more for your money here than you would in other locations. So if you have any questions as I went about my video, don't hesitate to reach out. I love helping you guys out, so put those comments in the comments box below. Shoot me a text, give me a call, send me an email. You guys, it's warm out here. I need to go and just rest my feet and cool down. So until next time, you guys, I'll see you around the neighborhood.